Hi, so part one of our lecture, irony. Maybe you already heard this term, but this is how I understand it. Irony, whatever kind of irony, and I have to tell you there are different kinds of irony. We're going to talk just about verbal irony. Well, whatever kind of irony we talk about, it's always a kind of distance or doubleness. Okay, there's a distance between what I wanted to happen and what actually happened. That's it's called cosmic irony. But today I want to focus on verbal irony. Verbal irony means that I say one thing, but I say one thing, but I expect my audience, the people I'm talking with, or are reading my story, my text, to understand something different. There's a distance between what I say and what I want people to understand. Okay, so the most basic example is sarcasm. When you say the opposite of what you mean and you want to be mean. Okay, so you're saying, oh, you're such a good cook. So if you say it like that, it's ironic, it's sarcastic. You mean the person you're talking to understand that they are a lousy cook and that you don't like eating their food. Okay, you're such a good cook. I'm so happy that you invited me for dinner. Okay, I'm never going to get invited again for dinner. That's sarcasm. But verbal irony doesn't need to be sarcastic. It's not always sarcastic. Sometimes you can be ironic in order to be more gentle. And it's not always exactly the opposite of what I say. It's not like you're a good cook and I mean you're a bad cook. It can be slightly different. Maybe we'll see some examples in the story. So, for example, I can say, wow, it's so lucky that we have the coronavirus plague going around. I can spend so much time with my family. So, of course, I don't mean it's lucky. Maybe I mean something a little different. So, it's not altogether bad. And maybe I mean that I don't enjoy spending all day every week with my family, but doesn't mean that I don't enjoy spending time with them at all. It's just that I don't enjoy spending so much time. So it's not exactly the opposite, but it's different from what I said on the literal level. Okay, end of first video. After the video is over, maybe give some thought to writing down the definition of verbal irony in your own words. Try to say something sarcastic. I mean to yourself, don't just pick on people in your house and say something sarcastic. And think, how is irony connected to minorities, people from minorities, and to minor literature, which is going to be the subject of the next video.